I'm dressed like this for you. We're celebrating tonight, celebrating our very first Naked Beauty podcast. If you're watching this, you're already seeing us either on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. We're live in all those social media channels, and it's our first podcast for Naked Beauty. Enjoy the show. Everyone loves the aesthetics and beauty industry, but you never get to see everything behind the scenes. It's for authorized personnel only. All right, but now you're being authorized.
You're in the operating today.
Blow the dice for me. Put your pretty ass lips together, blow it real nice for me. Yeah, I'm trying to hit a lip and slide to the dealership in the morning. Wow, Papa need a brand new foreign. Hot head, they not gonna believe it, but check the recording. Ooh, let's touch that, up a few bags. Big booty hoes meet me in the penthouse. Bar full of liquor, cash for the strippers. It's gonna get weird tonight, so no, just put some money to blow. I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. Come on, 7, 7, 7. Let's go. Yes,
Welcome to the very first ever Naked Beauty podcast live. Now, Naked Beauty is a project I've been working on for a very long time, and if you're following in the Naked Beauty IG, then you've checked out some of the stuff we've done. We've been all over the world filming interesting stuff having to do with beauty, mostly plastic surgery, skin, all kinds of stuff. We're going to be doing art. We're going to be doing fashion. Fashion, that's what we're doing today. The very first episode is about the Met Gala. Met Gala happened yesterday, and there's always lots of fun stuff to talk about. I mean, some crazy outfits and just creative outfits. Real fun to talk about that, especially with our guest. Our guest is Brooke Brazelton. She is a runway and print model, and I just learned DJ. So we are going to get right into it. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time just setting things up because I want to get to Brooke. Her career is amazing to talk about, and we're going to get to the Met Gala. So, Brooke, welcome. Welcome to the very first ever, the inaugural guest on Naked Beauty Podcast.
Yay, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I love you guys, and I'm just super excited.
Well, I'm excited to have you as a guest. So we're going to actually start talking about, before we get to the Met Gala, you know, as a model, you and I were talking a little bit. Let's talk about how you got into modeling. It just kind of happened. Someone randomly reached out?
Yeah, so in high school, senior year of high school, I'll make this quick. Senior year of high school.
Don't make it, we got time. Just tell the story.
Senior year of high school, I had a photographer reach out to me, and that was kind of when I was in the phase where everyone was thinking about college, everyone was thinking about like what they're going to do, what they're going to major in, and even by that time I was like, I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I could pick right now what I could do for the rest of my life when I was 18 years old. And just out of the blue, this photographer reached out to me. He was like, would you want to do a photo shoot next week? Like, have you ever thought about modeling? I was 18 at the time. My mom allowed me when I was 18 to start modeling, so I was like, all right, this is my chance. I just turned 18. This is perfect. So I ended up doing a photo shoot with him. Still to this day, like, we're in communication. He's always supporting
cool.
me still. He's such a great guy. And I ended up doing the photo shoot, and it was amazing. And then I actually got invited back the week after, too. So I was proud of myself. I was like, maybe this is something that will stick, something I could do for a while. And 7 years later,
Seems like you were right.
I was right. I'm still living in it 7 years later and just getting better and better.
Fantastic. And so, but from there, you got into an agency.
Yeah. So I signed with a few boutique agencies at first. The first one, not the best, didn't have the best experience, but it was definitely a learning experience.
Well, let's talk about that, right? Because so many women get into this business, and I say women, but really girls, right? I mean,
Yeah.
What is the age that you see of the girls starting in this business?
A lot of people in my industry started when they were 16. A lot of my friends started when they were 16. Most of them, 16, 17.
Yeah, so not even an adult yet. I mean, you're still really a kid. But 16 years old, starting in this business, you were 18 because you said mom wouldn't let you, right?
Yeah, mom was like, wait till you can sign your own contracts. You're an adult. You'll be an adult and start it.
Wow. And you don't lose your childhood. So started it with the agency, and then you said it wasn't a great experience, but why? Because this is important.
So I didn't really know anything about modeling. I didn't have a mentor or anything. I was just kind of figuring it out all for myself. I was driving down to Miami as much as I could, even skip some days of high school. I had good grades, so it was fine. And do these little jobs, which little jobs are good too. All jobs in the beginning are usually good jobs. It was a lot of like event jobs where I would stand. I remember I did this Great Gatsby one where I had to stand in this feather outfit for like 10 hours and serve champagne to people, which I actually got 2 jobs out of that job. So
I guess
every
that worked
little job
out.
was good, yeah. And then I had some not so great experiences. I was about to walk a runway show one night, and it was after I got off a 7-day cruise. So obviously I was indulging on the cruise, and that was before I would even think about anything like that. And my agent goes, right before I was about to walk the runway, she goes, "You look round. Brooke, you look round."
So that's confidence inspiring, right?
Yeah.
That made you feel great before you hit the runway.
Amazing. And I was like, that was the first time anyone was kind of like, okay, your appearance is like, you're this certain way. And I was like, oh, this is how it is. This is what they were talking about. And it hurt my feelings a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, well, it stuck with you, right? Enough for
Yeah.
you to, like, bail on that agency.
Yeah, I ended up breaking my contract with them. Their rates weren't good. I was learning there were other agencies out there, like boutique ones and even bigger ones, but that took me a while to work up to sign with a big one. But little ones were great to start, and it taught me a lot. I got my portfolio together and learned a lot.
Paid your dues.
Paid my dues.
And then you cashed them in.
I cashed them in, that's right.
And now, 7 years, and who are you with?
7 years later, I'm with Elite Miami, which I've been with them for 4 years, and it's a great agency. I love them. I'm working with some of my dream clients, brands I've always wanted to work with. It's great.
So you were talking about, the comment making you feel less than great,
Mm-hmm.
but you recognize now your whole career your whole livelihood is based on how you look, and of course you look amazing.
Thank you.
But you maintain, and as a young woman, you're not that old. I mean, as a young woman, you are you're getting treatments now,
Mm-hmm.
just to maintain, to kind of maybe tweak a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
So, you get any flack from that?
I've definitely gotten a little. Also, shout out Ramsey. She's probably the best ever. She's been doing my face
I
for
agree.
like 5 years. Love her. I definitely get a little slack. I had an agency in the past tell me once that maybe get a little less Botox, a little less filler. And I was like, I'm not going to listen. I've definitely toned it down a little bit. Ramsey's great. And
Well, she's really good
Yeah.
about keeping things natural, right? So
That's why I love her.
It's you're with a great person taking care of you, but does everybody do them? I mean, are all the girls getting treatments?
for sure. I would say mostly as a model, like on our days off, we go to the gym, get a skin treatment, get a facial, get a spray tan, get all these things. Like our days off are still our days on, because at the end of the day we have to take care of ourselves, and our appearance is like the number one thing. So we're always on, we always have to be on it. A lot of shoots are like last minute, so the agents will call you and be like, you have a shoot in 2 days. You gotta make sure your hair is right always, your skin is right, tan is right, especially in Miami, that's why I say tan a lot.
Yeah, well, and so natural or
No, spray tan. That was
good,
fake.
good.
Yeah.
Fake tan better for your body. I mean, hey, a plastic surgeon, I'm always going to tell you that.
Yeah.
And so you kind of look at it as just part of doing the job, right?
For
Getting treatments.
Mm-hmm.
You said you got a little bit of blowback. What about choosing what you want to do? Are you able to do whatever you want to do? If you decided, today I'm going to get lip filler, or change my hair color, or whatever. I mean, do you have carte blanche, or you got to like check in?
I do, definitely with the hair, I have to check in, because at first when I was shopping around all these agencies, I actually got my hair dyed 4 times in 2 weeks, which as a blonde, like, bleach is not good for your hair, so all my hair fell out.
Oh my God.
I had to cut my hair really short, and then another agency didn't like that my hair was short, so I had to get hair extensions, then I had to dye it back, so yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot in a short period of time. How often are you running around with your jobs from different cities, different countries? How often are you on the fly?
All year. I would say the summer is a little slower here. That's kind of my chill time. Like late summer, it's really hot here, so a lot of clients don't want to be here during the summer. I have my local clients here still, but right now is like the booming time. I would say winter is like my busiest time.
So in January, how often are you in Miami working versus somewhere else working?
I would say Miami, I have like 3 to 4 shoots a week.
Wow.
Yeah, traveling. A lot of traveling too. I lived in Mexico for 3 months. I've worked in LA a little bit, and Texas. So I'll get flown out to do like prom dress shoots, and other bathing suits are mostly Miami. And I honestly love to work here, so I haven't really expanded my horizon that much. I've worked a little in New York too, but I'm like, this is so my home base. I love doing bikinis on the beach, so I stay here most of the time for modeling.
Right. It's definitely convenient, right? You don't have to leave home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to suck to be on the road constantly. 3 months in Mexico.
And then there was a hurricane there, so I got stuck. That was like the last like few weeks. There's this hurricane coming. There's no flights, and I was like, okay, I'm staying here.
Okay, so what are some of the weird things people don't know? Like, what happens on a shoot that when you got into the business, you had no idea? Now, you kind of, it's like normal now. Like, what do you think that took you by surprise?
There was this one time during, I think, my second Miami Swim Week, there was a whole table of food. I was like, what the heck? There was a whole table of food, and they said over the loudspeaker, they said, the models are not allowed to eat the food. And we're obviously on the clock. We had no lunchtime, and that was all for like the vendors and the people who worked there. They were like, well, the food's not for you. And I was literally there for like 12 hours.
Wow. I mean, as a surgeon, I mean, they'll tell you, the people here, I never eat. I don't stop for lunch. I don't have breakfast. It's not a good way to be.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but that your food is not for you. No food for you.
They were like, no food for you.
And that's normal now. You know that on most long shoots, big shoots, that's normal.
Recently, they've been, the most recent shoots, they've been good about the food. They'll give you lunch. A few times, I'm like, are we having lunch? They're like, no. I'm like, okay. I'm glad I brought a snack. I'm good about bringing snacks, though.
Yeah, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Before we get into the Met Gala, which we're going to get into, what advice, and there's a lot of women watching, young women that are looking, saying, wow, what a life, I think I'd like to do that. You had a start that kind of found you. But if you had to start again, what would your advice be to someone, maybe they're 15, 16, and they're thinking about this? How do they get going?
I would say do your research for sure, especially with agencies. You never know. There's the top agencies that you still want to research. Each agency has a different look, and there's some like boutique agencies that are a little sketchy. So read the reviews on everything for sure. Ask other models that you see that are also signed with that agency. Ask what they think about it. Get your portfolio together really good. Look at other models' portfolios on the big agency websites. That's still what my agency does now. They'll show me a model who's doing really, really, really well and be like, we want to book you the same clients as we book this girl. So it's kind of like copying in a way. Like we all kind of copy each other because we know there's a few big clients that kind of want the same kind of portfolio look. So do your research for sure.
All right. Well, you guys heard it. That's what you got to do. Is great advice. Let's talk about the Met Gala. Now, some interesting things about the Met Gala. The Met Gala actually first started in 1948. So, 1948 was the very first Met Gala. And interesting fact, it moved around. It wasn't always at the Met. And it wasn't always themed, by the way. The first themed Met Gala was in 1973. So, it's like 25 years before they decided, oh, we're going to make a theme and have fun, more fun with it. Otherwise, it's just a really fancy party. And do you know what the Met Gala is for? The intention of it? It's a fundraiser. And people don't realize it. They think it's just some big glamorous party. But it's not just a glamorous party. It's a glamorous party that people pay a lot of money to get into because that money goes to the Met, the Costume Institute for the Met, which I read is the only part of the Met that has to fund itself. So all that money goes to the Costume Institute for the Met, and that's how they do all of their things for the whole year. Did you watch?
I watched it on Instagram.
Okay, but you saw the feed and you saw,
Yeah,
okay.
I watched it on Instagram after.
When the first Met Gala, a ticket in 1973 when they had the first Met Gala with a theme, ticket was $85. Now, first of all, I say ticket, but you have to be invited. This is purely for invitation, so you can't just go online and say order your tickets to the Met Gala, and they're not $85 yet. So I mean, now a ticket to the Met Gala. Tucker, am I going to give anything away if I say this number? We're good? Okay. Because we're going to be playing games later. I don't want to give you any of these answers. But $75,000 for one ticket. Now, let's say you want to get a table. Table's $350,000.
Oh my god.
Can you believe it?
That's nuts.
Interesting thing, though, and thankfully for the Costume Institute for the Met, since, was it 1995, is the numbers that we have tracing back, they've made over $150 million.
Wow.
All funding the Met and its Costume Institute. So, really good stuff. So, what did you think of what you saw last night?
It was definitely a little interesting. I don't know. I saw more looks I think that I didn't like than I liked.
Really?
I'm judgy. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
that's okay. Well, yeah,
judgy.
that's kind of the thing. But you know,
I
you
didn't
like
see
what you
all
like.
of them.
Well, that's good because we're going to take a look at some of them. Tucker, go ahead and bring this up. Our producer Tucker is bringing in the iPads.
There you are.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to get a look at some of the outfits. So this is from last night. We talked about that. The 75 grand that I mentioned, by the way, $75,000 is $25,000 more than last year, and the prices just keep going up, raising more and more money for the Met. So if we flip, take a look at this first image. We've got that first image up. You guys can see. Do you know who this was? Actually, we have it here. This is Zendaya last night, and she got pretty dramatic makeup. What do you think of the dress?
I don't like this.
No?
I do not. I love her, and she is a supermodel superstar. I think she could have done way better with this. The makeup, I feel like makeup artists. You should get a makeup artist that knows your face and like knows like your look. I feel like this makeup artist really.
Do you think it's forced? Do you think they just put that on there?
Yeah, it just looks too like I have certain makeup artists that I know they know my face and face shape and everything, and I would be if this was me, I would be upset. I love her though; she's a star and she's beautiful. But this, not my favorite look. The dress isn't terrible. It's giving like mermaid in the forest.
Yeah, so Tucker, talk to us about the theme. Remind me of the theme of last night. Do you remember what it was?
In the forest? Something about the forest.
What was the theme?
Yeah, so the theme of the Met Gala was Garden of Time.
That's right, Garden of Time.
Forest.
So, you know, I did see a lot of gardeny elements, and here, you know, she's got some of a lot of flowers, a lot of vines in some of the dresses, some covering faces, trellises, and whatnot. Really interesting stuff. So let's flip to the next one. Oh yeah, Cardi B. Cardi B was a showstopper actually, but honestly, the first time I saw this, what did you see when you saw? What was the first thing that came to your mind?
The hat.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I saw her stepping up on the red carpet, and I said, "What is this, Marge Simpson?
Yeah.
What is going on?"
I don't love the hat. The dress is bomb, but the hat is not. I love the shoulder wings. That's all doing everything, but I feel like she could have done something different.
No, it's like a turban. It's like a Jiffy Pop turban. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But she, well, now I should say, we love Cardi.
Yes.
I love Cardi B. Cardi B is really, she keeps things really open and transparent when she's talking about, especially what I do. When she's talking about plastic surgery, she puts it out there, and I really appreciate that about her. She's never been full of shit. She lays it out there, and she says, hey, you know, pretty much do whatever you want to do. You do what's for you. And she's very open about shots that she's got, the butt stuff that she's done. Regretted it, had to have stuff removed, had surgery to correct it, and she's really been very transparent about that. So I give her a lot of credit, and I really appreciate that. But girl, that hat might have been a better choice than that. But here we are talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Definitely a conversation started us off.
And the train, when you saw her out there, it took like a team of like 5-6 guys to pull that all out, get it all spread open.
Wow.
And that, what you're not seeing in this image, everything you see in the front, it's basically a big circle, right? The train is just as big behind her as it is in front of her. So, really beautiful dress, but come on, Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
All right. Next image, let's see. All right, so.
Kim K.
Yes, Kim K. So, what do you think? What's your impression?
I like it. I like this one. I know this is one of the ones I saw on Instagram the most, and they were saying about the sweater, and the sweater was covering up the beautiful dress. I think it's cute. I don't hate it. I feel like she always looks good at these things.
Well, I mean, everyone's certainly watching what she wears.
Yeah.
And, you know, hate it or love it, no matter what anyone says about this, just watch, because there's going to be a bunch of copycats coming out. There will be designers are going to put something up that is inspired by this for next season. You're going to see people trying to get dresses like this and showing up at the parties wearing something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an icon that sets fashion. So.
I agree. I love this dress. I think it's beautiful.
So let's
I love
see.
this
I have a note. Tucker was great. So Tucker got a bunch of notes together for us. And fact about this dress: the inspiration was the wildest night in the garden, and ran out and grabbed her boyfriend's sweater and went to work. So what's up with the sweater?
Keep her warm. It's she was just in the midst of a hot night that it's so cold that she had to keep herself warm.
I guess a hot night in the garden. She just grabbed the sweater.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see this dress. You're going to see inspiration that's taken from this dress.
I think so too.
All right. Now we did Kim. We got to look at Kendall.
Kendall always looks good.
There you go. There's
I-
Kendall.
I think she always looks good. I love her. I like this dress. It's giving like witchy vibes. I like her hair. I love the arm details.
Yeah.
The low rise. I love me a good low rise.
Okay, so let's talk about the low
dress.
rise. Did you notice the back of it?
No.
Tucker, did you notice the back of
I
it?
didn't see the back of it.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Okay,
What
so
was it doing?
I was watching it. Well, yeah, low rise, but did you know the deal with this? I was watching it with my daughter, and she had similar comments to you, and she said, yeah, the dress, slay,
Mm-hmm.
but the butt crack is showing.
Her butt
It was
crack
so
fell.
low, that plunge, that V in the plunge behind was like showing the cleavage, and we don't have any pictures of it.
I don't hate it. I think it's cute.
Well, another trend, right?
I think
So,
it's cute.
but she is stunning, and just it is a beautiful dress. I just, I couldn't get past the butt crack. It was not that it's a bad one to see.
Yeah.
All right. So that was what I got from Kendall. All right. Next one. What do we got? Got our next guest. I think we've got Tyla. You got Tyla?
I was seeing this on social media the most for sure. All the people having to carry her up the stairs. She couldn't move in that thing. She couldn't walk in it. I guess they cut it.
Well, most of these things are made breakaway, right?
Yeah.
So this is another thing that I was talking about earlier, is that you have all these dresses with these beautiful, long, magnificent trains. I mean, these things are not meant to be moved in. It's just meant to be photographed in, and to show off the designer. Can you imagine if they had to walk around with these trains? I mean, obviously they're made to break off. So that's what you're seeing. Tyla has this. It goes from this beautiful gown, long train, very elegant, and then it's totally ready for cocktails.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's what happens. So, yeah, I guess if she couldn't move, kind of makes it hard to get around.
I love this though. I love the hair. I love the makeup look. She didn't do too much with the makeup. It's perfect. I feel like she
So-
looks natural and beautiful.
Is that an hourglass that she's holding, or is that a weird reflection?
It's an hourglass.
It's an hourglass.
She spoke with the sand of time.
Ah, look at that.
I love that.
And the sand-colored dress, it's all playing together. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great look.
Me too.
And I like the accessorization. I know you do.
It's my favorite.
Tucker's all about the accessories.
I think this might be my favorite one too. She looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, so next one, Lana Del Rey. You got to get that up. Lana Del Rey is kind of like a train on her head. That whole canopy thing, we couldn't decide. Is it, mosquito net?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's giving mosquito net, that's for sure. With
It's
the
really
branches.
creative, though, right? With the branches branching out and creating this kind of trellis effect around her head. And the branches coming up from the dress, too.
Yeah, definitely goes with the theme. I like the flower on the finger. I don't know how I feel. It's good. It works. It works. Not my favorite, but it works for the theme. I feel she
Well,
did
I just
good.
looked at it and I said, man, it's going to make it hard to have dinner when she gets in the gown.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right.
But this has got to come off,
Yeah.
obviously. So it's certainly creative, and it's very gardeny.
Yeah.
So she understood the assignment.
She did understand the assignment. I'm trying to see her makeup too. Her makeup's pretty.
It looks like she has some highlight under the eyes, and she's looking down in the photo, so it's hard to tell for sure.
I like the hair too. Mermaid waves. Always cute.
So last night we talked about the Met Gala since 1995. So that's almost 30 years of fundraising, raised over $150 million. Last night alone, $26 million.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. It's just great. You know, it is a spectacle, but they get so much out of it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Snail
Cute.
Spitaki. Let's take a look.
I love this. Her dress, I feel like, see, some of them are too extra, and then I feel like this one,
Too basic.
too basic.
Yeah.
I would wear it to dinner in Miami.
But
on
she's
a
got
Saturday night.
she's got the crown, right?
The crown is cool. But again, I feel like it's giving a little Halloween, like Princess Halloween.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's her. What about him? What about Chris Hemsworth?
He always looks good. He's 10 out of 10. He's got it.
In a potato sack, he'd be 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a great color on him.
Well, how is that fair?
I
Right?
don't know.
I mean, what if a guy said the same thing? We couldn't get away with that. Yeah, but he's a great-looking guy. She's a beautiful-looking woman. What about the hair? You see her hair?
I like the
She's
hair.
got that long ringlet going down. It's tied.
Yeah, it's like Rapunzel.
Yeah.
I like the hair. The hair definitely does add something. If she didn't have the hair, it would definitely be way too basic. But
Yeah.
she looks beautiful.
And this is all Tom Ford, by the way.
Love Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I should have worn Tom Ford today. Okay, Dove Cameron.
Okay. I haven't seen this one yet.
There's a new one. So first impression.
She looks good. She looks good. She's beautiful. I'm not to be judgy, but she could have gotten a spray tan or something.
Actually, I think the fair skin really works well with this dress. I think the dress is
Yeah.
gorgeous. I like the floral elements in there, getting that garden in. The texture of the dress plays well, and I think that kind of neutral tone of the base of the dress, it shows off the flowers, and I think her skin doesn't draw any attention away from that. I think this is better without the tan.
That is true. Okay. I always just like to be tan, so I don't say that,
Well,
but-
Florida, Miami girl. What are you
But
gonna
yeah,
say?
she looks beautiful. I do love the dress, and I love the train on the dress. Very floral.
And
beautiful.
Damiano?
That's cool. don't
Now I
know.
can't tell. Do you think that those panels, like looking at the thighs, is that ink he has, or it's like just see through?
I would
or-
think it's see-through.
Yeah, I mean I can't tell. It's got to be.
I think it's see-through.
It's
Distressed.
distressed and made see through. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cool.
I'd say it's a good one.
There you go. So, Damiano David, and that's Diesel as the designer. Okay, so that's what we got for this year, right? All right. So now I think we get to get back here. Yeah, it's time for the games. All right, so we're gonna play some games. Tucker, introduce us to game one. Is the 6 Degrees of J-Lo?
Yes. We're gonna go through the past years of J-Lo's amazing Met Gala looks, but I'd love to hear your opinions on them.
Yeah, we're gonna go through that. We're gonna go year by year. We're gonna flip through, and but before we get there, runway stuff. You've done runway shows.
Yes.
Talk to me about the circus that is backstage at a runway show.
Oh my gosh. I've done Miami Swim Week for 7 years now, and it is a circus. There are certain productions that are more of a circus, some that are less. My favorite one is Beach Bunny. That's the show I've dreamed about doing since I started modeling, and I finally got it 2 years ago, and they're like one of my favorite brands to work forever. They're so chill and organized, but then some of the other like another show I did last year, we were sitting back there and it was raining. They didn't put a carpet on the runway because it wasn't aesthetic. Okay, this girl slipped and fell and hurt herself, and another person fell in the water, and it was a whole nightmare. And
Fell in the water. Where were you?
Yes. On top of a pool. So they put the runway on top of the pool,
Oh my god.
and they refused to put a carpet, and we were all so nervous to like walk out there in heels.
Right.
We were all like scared for our lives. Like if we fall, like that's the worst thing you want to do on a runway is fall. I think 2 girls did end up falling.
And one of them landed in the pool.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. So that was a little bit of a nightmare. There was no
So
air
next time maybe
conditioning.
they put something down on
I
that
hope
runway.
they put a carpet if it's raining this year, please.
There is. I mean, for God's sake, you can get outdoor carpet.
They had them. They just didn't put it on.
They had it. They just didn't
Yeah.
want to use it.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't good enough.
2
for
girls
everybody
bit
else.
it, and one of them ended up in the pool.
Yes.
Give me something talk to me about something that happened backstage, like in the prep area, that after it happened, you're like looking at other girls like, did that just happen?
I've seen girls fight over outfits, fight over bathing suits, like swim week.
Fight? Like,
not physical, but they were yelling at each other, and one girl had it in her hand, and the other girl was trying to grab it, and they were yelling at the designer, trying to say, this looks better on me, this looks better on me, this was supposed to be my look, because sometimes the designer will give you like a little preview on like what you're going to wear, but it's not guaranteed, and also it's not up to the model, it's so up to the designer. So I guess this one girl had her heart really set on that outfit and was willing to have the whole entire room stare at her for 20 minutes while we watched the catfight happen.
It was that long? It was just this long cat fight
She was
screaming
just
and
going
shouting?
off, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, and they can't hear or see that obviously up front. So something else is happening outside.
Yeah.
Either someone else is walking or they're getting ready to start the walk.
Yeah, you never know. I had another show too that they didn't close. This was like a low production show, like when I first started modeling. I should have said something, but at that time I was like a little nervous. They had the curtain open to where the crowd could see backstage where we're all changing. And I was like, I would look out there and the curtain would be half open and we're all like, oh my gosh, like there's definitely people seeing us right now. And I think one of the girls ended up like asking or something and they didn't do anything about it. So they got a little extra
So you guys
show.
Yeah, I guess so.
They got a little
That was
extra
a hell of a show.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely crazy.
Then does that ever show up in the press?
No.
So no like social media popping pictures sticking up. Hey, we got the show behind the show.
No.
All right. Well, good for you.
Yeah,
Lucky.
right?
All right. So this first game, 6 Degrees of J-Lo. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So tell me the idea. Tell me how we're gonna do this. We're gonna look through these photos. All right.
Yes.
So now, but you have. We're gonna go from
6.
new to old or old to new.
New to old.
New to old. So go ahead. We've got J-Lo 2024. You got it up? All right. So this is J-Lo's dress from last night.
She looks good. I feel like she always looks good.
She looks amazing, and she takes great care of herself. She stays in great shape, and it's like she doesn't age. I mean, we're gonna flip through. And she could wear any of these dresses now. Seem like she look the same.
Yeah. Oh, I hope that's me.
This dress, fun fact, 2.5 million silver beads to make this dress.
Wow.
It took 800 hours made by hand.
That's crazy.
And she wears it probably
One time.
one night. It's going to end up in a museum somewhere. That is a real work of art.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the jewelry too. I love how the bag is simple. The hair, I love me a messy bun. I feel if you could do a messy bun, do the messy bun. I love it. And the makeup isn't too much. It's not.
So this is the theme. This is taken. I think this is the Sleeping Beauty's theme, right? This is taken from the theme of the event, not necessarily the garden, right? So this is the theme of the event.
Okay.
And let's see. Flipping to the next. This is from last year, 2023. Can you get that up, Joe? There you go. So 2023. This is Ralph Lauren, and this is a Karl Lagerfeld. A line of beauty. So this is an ode to Karl Lagerfeld. All right.
I like it. I like
Just
it.
Really elegant, I think. Classic.
It is classic. I love like the openness in here, and I love the gloves with the train. I think I would definitely wear this. I want that dress. I want to get that dress. I love
Tucker, track down that dress.
Track down the
Call
dress.
Carl right
Call. Well, you can't call Carl because you know.
I will call Carl's people.
Yes, call
Call
Carl's
his
people.
Get 'em on
Actually,
the
it's
phone.
Ralph Lauren. You got to check in with Ralph Lauren.
Oh, I'll call Ralph as well.
There you go. You got him on speed dial, right?
Yes,
All right.
text me.
So next one is from 2021, also Ralph Lauren.
Okay. What was the theme?
In America, a lexicon of fashion, and you can totally get the America theme here,
Yeah.
right? Cowgirl vibes all through it.
I like it. I feel like she could have. I don't know. I always love boots, so I'm like she could have put on some boots. I feel like I heel boots, but I guess heels for the Met Gala. Yeah, but I like
Yeah,
it.
it's the gala, right? So she's got to stay with it. I
Yeah.
swear to God, her face. This is already 3 years ago. Her face looks exactly the same. I'm telling you,
Really?
you could flip through. It'd
What
be the
does
same.
she do?
Olive oil. Didn't you read?
No.
Oh my God.
Wait.
I don't even want to get on this, but olive oil. J-Lo, she has a whole product line, skincare, right? She swears she's never done Botox. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all olive oil based products. Just smothering that olive oil all over her face, and that's how she's staying
Wow.
young.
No, she gets Botox.
Yeah, please,
There's
come
no
on.
chance.
I mean, she's beautiful, but
Girl, you get Botox.
Please.
We all know.
thank you. But yeah, I mean, totally America.
I love this. I
What's
think
in her
this is
right
so
hand?
cool.
What do you think? it's some kind of clutch purse. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
A little. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it has a little handle. I'm trying to see. It's got feathers on it.
Yeah,
It's cute.
I think
I
it's
feel
a
like-
play on the
on the
shawl that she
jacket.
has, or the jacket. Yeah,
I love this. I think it's super cool. Different.
and the jewelry's awesome. She's got that wide choker,
Yes.
and
I
then
like the wide
the
choker.
silver around her chest. That's great.
I love
All right, so now we jump back to 2019.
Ooh, I love this one too. The sparkles.
Now, Joe, that was the. We got to get up here. Let's show them the 2019 one. That's the silver one. Kind of flapper looking.
That one? The previous one.
That one there. Good. There you go. Now we got it. So this is 2019. This is Versace.
Slay.
The theme was camp, notes on fashion. So I'm not entirely sure how this plays to the theme, but I mean, she still looks amazing.
I love this. I love the headpiece accessory, the little clutch. I love silver. I love sparkles.
She accessorizes really well.
She does, and it's like a lot, but it's still like simple. I don't know. It's like a simple shape, but then the sparkles make it wow.
Yeah, getting a total flapper vibe with this,
Yeah.
with the head cover and
Yes.
the dress and these sequins. So we're talking about how many times you could see J-Lo in a dress, and she always looks amazing.
Yeah.
How many times do you think she's been to the Met Gala?
Oh gosh, I don't know. 10? More?
14 times.
Wow.
She's been to 14 Met Galas
That is crazy.
and looks amazing in every single one of them.
14 years in a row? Every
I don't
year
know.
for
That's a good
14
question.
years? I
Tucker,
wonder.
is it 14 years straight? No, she jumped around, missed a couple here and there. All right, no, but 14 total times.
Wow. That's
Pretty awesome. All right, so now to 2018. Speaking of one of those 14 times.
Okay.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is Balmain, and the theme was Heavenly Bodies, Fashion, and the Catholic Imagination.
Definitely goes with the theme.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's got that cross right across the middle.
It's cool. I mean, again, she looks good in everything. And I love the shoulder pads. I love the high neck, slick back hair, love. I feel like she just looks great.
Really, you like slick back hair?
I love slick back hair. It's my favorite. It's the easiest to do.
Well, it looks good on you.
Thank you.
All right, so we like this.
Yes. I like it. I think it's cool. I love a long sleeve dress.
Now
Slick back
we're
hair.
back to the 2013 one. This is the last one we're going to take a look at. The theme was punk, chaos to couture.
Okay.
Right? So the punk, I'm getting like the hair gives punk vibes to me.
The hair definitely gives punk vibes. The makeup gives a little punk vibes. I like the smoky eyeliner, super cute, nude lip. I love the cheetah or leopard print.
You got me. It's one or the other.
I love this. I think she looks so good. Again, it's like simple but still wow.
So who's the designer?
Michael Kors.
Yes, look at you. All right, well, so take a look at all these. We've got 6 different outfits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outfits. Which one's your favorite?
Let's see. Ooh. I think the silver sparkle. With
This
the
year?
headpiece.
Oh, with the headpiece.
2019.
Super simple. All right, so so that is your
That's my
favorite.
pick. That's my favorite. What's your favorite?
I thought this year was really beautiful. I think this year, what she wore this year was spectacular. But I think if I had to pick one that I thought was the most creative, I kind of dig the Americano one, the 2021.
I know, I like that one too. Oh, it's so hard to choose.
I thought it was really creative.
It is creative.
But there you are, 6 degrees of J-Lo.
Literally.
What about comments? We have anyone commenting? What do you see in the feed? Talk to me about people's ideas on J-Lo.
Yes, they are. They're loving her 2024 look. They think that that's her best look ever, and they're loving the Americana look as well. They actually, that's not one of her like most iconic looks. People don't really remember that.
It's not glam, right? It's not like even the one that you like, that flapper, like really shiny sequin or beaded head top, head covering, and the dress, all that stuff was it's more glam, right?
Yeah.
The one this year's totally glam, and you know all these other looks that we've seen. But I mean, creativity on theme. I thought that was great.
They're also saying she loves to have her leg out.
Same pose every damn time.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All she ever has to do is just keep that left thigh in shape, and the right one she can just let go,
There
because
it
it's
is.
always covered anyhow.
Well, she looks good doing it.
She
I feel
does.
like everyone has like a signature pose. Like I always have like a signature pose.
Yeah. So what's your signature pose?
Well, the left side, that's my side for sure. Signature pose over the shoulder with left side profile is my favorite. Wait, let me do it.
So it's always over the shoulder.
I don't know,
Alright,
that's
so
just my favorite.
that's your camera. Let's do it into the camera.
One of those. It's always my favorite.
Look at that. Let's do it
Any
again.
variation.
All right, take that camera. Show us again. You got the camera tick?
Any
All right.
variation of me getting to do my left side and look over, it's my favorite. Especially the back is like cute. Isn't that cute? But that's always my signature pose. I love it.
Everyone else loves it too, by the
I
way.
do a lot of like e-com photo shoots where it's like in a studio, which is like, but you when you go shopping on a website, you'll see like the front, back side, and it's usually we're there for 12 hours shooting 200 outfits or more. Front, back side. That's my favorite because I don't really have to think about it much. I just kind of autopilot to my same 9 poses I do every time. And that's definitely one of them. And then sticking my leg out always. I always do that too.
So you're getting a little of the J-Lo in.
Yeah, getting a little J-Lo back.
Before we go to game 2, which is Guess Who, this is a fun one. We're going to be showing you some of the outfits. You got to see if you can guess who it was.
Ah,
Okay. So go to go back to the album for
Game
Guess.
2.
Okay, so just hit the Guess Who. Leave that up, but I want to. There you go. Leave that up there for a second. So on the jobs you've been or parties that you've been to afterwards, what is your favorite celebrity brush with celebrity? What was your favorite experience as a model? Party, on a job, wherever.
That's a good question. I feel like I see, especially in Miami, there's so many celebrities all the time. I always see them at restaurants. They're always at parties. I really don't get like too wowed by celebrities anymore. At first, I would definitely be wowed. I guess I've like talked to celebrities, and I just talk to them like normal people. I feel like that's what they want. They
Who
appreciate.
was the most down to earth? Like you got a chance to meet someone and you spoke to them and it was like, wow, that person's so cool.
There's this makeup guy. He's like controversial on TikTok. Have you heard of Jeffree Star?
Yes.
Yes, he's controversial. Like, I served him when I used to do bottle service. I served him at a Super Bowl party, and it was this huge party with so many people there. I served like the celebrity tables, and I don't even remember who I was serving, but him and his like whole crew were the nicest, the sweetest. Actually wanted to know my name.
That's
talk to
interesting.
me.
That's great because he kind of has this really controversial like reputation.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily the nicest
Yeah.
guy as a reputation. So it's kind of cool to see it's different.
Sweetest. I was like, wow, you want to look at me and talk to me? Because all the other tables, I don't even remember who else I was serving, but I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I stayed at that table the whole time. I was partying with them.
Well, they got a lot of good champagne.
Yeah, they did for sure.
All right, so guess who? Give us first swipe.
All right, let's see.
Now, some of these are pretty famous dresses, so you may remember, so it might not be that different. But, I mean, this is different. Tucker pulled a good one out. This is different.
I do remember this one, though. Katy Perry.
Ah, there you go. Katy Perry,
Iconic.
2019.
Yep, I remember that. I like this. It's cool. It's artsy. It's different. I'm trying to see the shoes. What's the shoe situation?
It's like, it's giving me like, it's like Dorothy kind of
Dorothy.
feel,
Obviously,
right?
Next to Dorothy. Yeah, it's cool. I feel like Katy Perry is just, she can do anything.
Yeah, well, and she did.
She did.
I mean, I was gonna wear a
Candles.
chandelier, basically. Pretty cool. Yeah, and it's on. She got the hat goes with it. All right, next one, slide across. Who's this? This is an unusual texture of fabric, right? It's almost like a latex fabric.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know. Can I zoom in? I'm gonna zoom in.
And you're not gonna see. We've got that blocked off, but you can take a look.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good, I was gonna, why
Is
am I-
anyone
I'm
guessing? Do we have
thinking
any
it's
guesses in the
J-Lo.
chat?
Why am I thinking it's J-Lo?
Okay, you can think J-Lo. Hold on. Do we have anyone guessing?
Someone actually guessed J-Lo as well. That's
Okay.
a good guess. we're done with J-Lo, okay?
What else we got?
Some people are saying Venus Williams.
Oh, that's not a bad
Oh,
guess. Yeah.
okay.
Or Serena.
I will give you a hint. It is a singer.
Okay. Oh, Beyonce.
Ding! We got it. 2016. This is Beyonce's dress from 2016.
Beyonce.
There you
She
go.
always looks good too. I like this dress. It's cool. I like latexy looking outfits and little beads. I think it's cute and girly.
Yeah. There you go. As girly as you can get latex.
Yeah.
All right, swipe across. Next one. We getting anybody guessing?
Yeah, I want to hear them guess.
Yes, we have a guess from one of our TikTok followers. They think it's Britney Spears.
You know what? Honestly, when I saw it, the way she's standing, like the pose and the tilt of the head and the platinum blonde hair, I thought that too. That would have been was my guess actually earlier.
Very
I got it
close.
wrong. I got it
It is
wrong.
a singer, but it's not Britney.
Yeah, not Britney. What's going through your head?
I
What do
don't
you
know
think?
why I want to say Lady Gaga, but I don't think Lady Gaga's more extra than this outfit.
Yeah, Lady
so
Gaga
it's
would
not-
never have that straight hair.
No.
Not at the
straight
Met
hair.
Gala for sure.
Yeah.
We should have done Gaga.
6 degrees of
Up.
Gaga.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
Make a note.
There's one of our followers. They think it's you, Brooke. Have you? They think it's you.
It is me.
It's you.
Why not? See, and she's almost looking over her shoulder like
Yeah,
that.
my pose. Alright, couldn't find that
Do you
one.
give up? Anyone get it?
I don't know if anyone got it. Nobody got it?
Gwen Stefani.
Oh my goodness, I should have guessed that.
2 years ago.
Oh, she's so cute. I love her. That was like my favorite CD when I was little. I would listen to the Gwen Stefani CD on repeat.
I got to see her live. She's a really great performer too.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, my wife and I were, we saw her. I think this was at the New Orleans Jazz Fest. Which, by the way, if you've never been, you've got to check it out.
Oh, I haven't been.
It is the best ever for music.
Okay.
It's
I love
tons of things
New
going on.
Orleans.
They've got like a dozen or more different venues, all within walking from one to the other, stages everywhere, tents everywhere, and they've
Yeah.
got headliners, and they've got different areas for types of music. So
Oh,
they've
love
got
that.
like a pop big venue. They've got like a rap big venue. It's just amazing.
That's
It is the best time.
cool.
You know, people for Mardi Gras, people that live in New Orleans, they want to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
They all leave town.
Mhm.
For the Jazz Fest, they all stay. They want to go.
Okay.
It's great.
Good to know.
So check it out.
Yeah,
Gwen
check it
Stefani,
out.
great artist and pretty cool dress. All right, so let's see.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, everyone, I knew you were gonna get that. Ding, ding, ding. There you go, Bad Bunny. 2023.
This is cool.
Yeah, he looks good. And this would have been right after he did Bullet Train, right? Wasn't that? Yeah. All right. So next one.
I know that one, so do you want the people guess?
Do we have any guesses?
Let's see.
I did. I made it.
Well, we know, and there's a great story behind this one. Anyone getting it?
No guesses yet.
No?
guesses.
All right. So this, I'll give you guys a little bit of a clue. This dress, you know the story, what happened when she wore this?
Isn't
This is a famous dress. This is a dress. Do you know what this dress is?
the Marilyn Monroe
Yes, it was
dress?
Marilyn Monroe dress.
I remember this.
And you know what happened when she put it on?
She broke it.
Yes,
She ripped it.
ripped the zipper. She broke the zipper. Marilyn might not have been as curvy as Kim,
Yeah.
and that I'm told is why she had to take that kind of throw or shawl and throw it behind her and kind of hold it there.
Because she ripped it.
'Cause she ripped the
oh
dress.
my gosh. And I heard that dress was like in a museum
Yes,
up, right?
it
Like,
was in a
nobody
museum,
ever wore it
taken
besides
down.
her.
Exactly. Well, now Kim wore it.
Yeah.
But she had a replica that had been made, I think, because she wasn't really supposed to wear it for dinner.
Yeah.
So she wore it on the red carpet, took it off, and then wore the replica for the rest
Oh,
of the
that's
night.
good.
So, but yeah, that's the story. Kim K. This is
Kim
from
K.
2022,
I never
and
heard this.
so this is the dress, in fact, that Marilyn was wearing. You know what she did?
What?
When she sang that famous "Happy Birthday, Mr. President"
Oh.
in 1962.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that was it. So we've got,
That
I
was
think,
fun.
one more game to play, right? All right, so now we're talking about what costs more. So go ahead, and we've got to flip it. There we go. And this game is going to be, now I have not seen the answers to this, so we're going to take a guess. These are going to be two items. You got to guess which costs more, and I guess one of them is going to be. Let's get this so I can. There we go. Which costs more? So this is Blake Lively's 2018 Met Gala dress. You got that? Let's get that up there. There you go. Or a brand new Rolls Royce right now.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I don't know. 2018, so the value would not have been so big. Which one do you think?
I'm gonna say the dress just because the dress is. It looks like it would be like a queen's dress or something. Well, she's got a crown looking thing on.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe you're picking up on something. I'm just thinking 2018, 6 years ago, the money wasn't worth the same, and this is a 2024 Rolls Royce. But it wouldn't be interesting if it wasn't the dress. So I'm going to have to say the dress.
I'm gonna say it's like a trick question where it's gonna be the dress.
All right, let's take a look. Holy crap. $2 million dress.
Wow.
I mean, it's stunning, but $2
Why was
million.
it $2 million? I wonder.
I don't know. You got
The beating.
the beading. Are they jewels in there? I mean, is it like rare gems?
Yes.
$2 million?
Yes. It's Blake Lively.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, look at us.
See
I was
that?
like,
You could have had 4 Rolls Royce for that dress.
That's crazy.
All right, let's take a look at the next one. We're coming up against time here, so
Okay.
see if we can get this in. So Gigi Hadid,
2016 Met Gala nails.
the nails that she had done, or it's got to be the nails. Just a bottle of 30-year-old scotch.
I feel like it's gonna be the nails.
Yeah,
too.
it's got to be blinged up, something special. Like maybe it's like actual silver. Let's see. Oh no! You got us! You got us! All right.
We thought that one was
Well,
too
30-year
easy.
Mac. 30-year
Okay.
Macallan, $4,000. All right. Well, still $2,000 on a manicure. Would you ever spend it?
No.
All right. So next one, Harry Styles, the Met Gala earring that he wore, or an espresso's not that expensive. It's got to be the earring. I mean, look,
It's a
you're giving me
Gucci
the look. I don't know. I mean, the fact that Harry Styles wore it, it's like what the earring was worth before he wore it is one thing, but then once he puts it on and tries to, someone auctions it later.
Yeah. And it's Gucci. That's a Gucci bee. So I'm gonna say the earring.
That's what I'm going with. Ding. Okay,
Yeah.
so $410 for that earring. I would have thought maybe it'd be more.
Yeah, me too.
4 bills for that.
Wow. Okay.
You want one? You go ahead and get one. 4
Yeah.
bills, you can get that.
For sure.
And an espresso's not that expensive. All right, so Jared Leto, his second head. Seriously, that's a thing? I didn't see that. So he walked around with his own head.
I didn't see that either. I don't remember that happening.
Okay, so a Yachtmaster titanium Rolex, or Jared Leto's head.
I'm gonna say the Rolex. I feel like you can make a.
I don't know. Those things are expensive. That looks really lifelike.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Rolex. I don't know. I feel like you can make prosthetic things like a lot easier. Well, when was this? 2019.
And
Like I feel like recently, like prosthetic stuff is like a lot more. Like they have all those wax figures. They have all these
maybe,
things.
but look at that. The hair, the beard. All right, so yeah, the Rolex just edged it out. It was close though.
Ah.
$14,000 for the Rolex, $11,000 for that head.
That's nuts.
Now, what does he do with the head now?
I don't
It's like
know.
sitting on his shelf. It's kind of freaky. He probably has it home.
I would keep it at home.
All right, so J-Lo. We're back to J-Lo. Is this our last one? All right, so perfect timing. J-Lo, perfect way to round this up. 2019 Met Gala necklace
Okay.
in your favorite dress that she wore.
Yeah, I love that.
Or Kim K's Birkin. Now, it's a crocodile Birkin.
Okay.
It kind of comes down to what those gems are in the necklace. Are there actual diamonds? What's the purple stone? Is it rare?
I'm gonna say the necklace is more.
I mean, a Birkin, and it's crocodile. It's a rare Birkin. I'm going to go with the bag.
You know at the back? Ooh, okay, let's see.
Oh!
Ah,
the necklace.
the
You got me.
necklace.
Yeah, so it's rare gems. That's your answer.
It's gotta be.
What's in the necklace? Do you know?
It is a sapphire. It's a purple sapphire.
A purple sapphire.
Wow,
That's a big
beautiful.
sapphire, too.
I love it.
Well, there you have it. They don't usually keep the dresses or the jewelry either. So
Yeah, they have to give them back.
before we go, how much time we got, Joe?
Just a couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Anything anybody wants to ask Brooke before we go? We got any questions for Brooke? If you have them, enter them in there.
They want to know your Instagram, Brooke.
Oh, my Instagram is at Brooke Lily Brazelton.
All right. And
And your TikTok.
Same thing. Same name on all platforms. I just use my full name for everything. So it's,
that's easy. No one has it.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Anything else? Let's get some other questions for Brooke.
They want to know what. I'm sorry. TikTok is wanting to know what is e-commerce modeling.
Okay. E-commerce modeling is, so you know when you go on a website and you're online shopping and you see just basic blank white walls and you see the model just kind of going like this and then like this, and then from the back you get all the views of the outfit. That's e-commerce modeling, and it's basically you're in the studio and they throw you the outfits. You got to change really quick. You take 9 pictures, maybe do a little video, change, next outfit. The most outfits I've ever done is like 200.
200 in one day? Jeez.
They were like, we only need 3 pictures of each, and I'm like, okay, got it. And we were boom, 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 going fast.
How long did it take you?
I think that was like a full day, like 12 hours.
12 hours. Holy
A lot
crap.
of my shoots are e-com shoots are very long too. I'll be there all day.
That is a lot. This is awesome.
Yes.
I'm so happy we had you come in as our first guest ever.
Yay,
Thank you.
I'm so happy
Always
to
be
be
grateful for
here.
that. We are going to be live again, and we're going to be live on June 19th. So June 19th, Juneteenth, we're getting a show together, special guests. It's all going to be themed for Juneteenth. That's why we're doing it on that day. So if you like what you see, message us, DM us, let Brooke know, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. It's our first show. Thank you for joining us. It's so much fun. We're going to be doing this at least once a month, probably doing it more than once a month once we get everything lined up. And we'll keep you guys posted. So follow at Dr. Rubenstein to see when this is going to be coming on. Check out Naked Beauty TV. You could be watching in Naked Beauty TV at Naked Beauty TV in IG. Lots of content just like this, and we're going to be putting bits and pieces of this out so that you can enjoy it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you in TikTok for joining me. We are out.